Hello, I'm Evan Dawson, and we're here at WXXI in Rochester, New York on American Graduate Day. And you came into the Hillside Work Scholarship Connection program when?
At the end of my 9th grade year.
And what did you know about it at the time?
At the time, I knew it was an organization and it was a support system to help you find a job. I didn't know about the benefits when I first applied for the program until I was actually in the program and was given a youth advocate, and I found out about all the extraordinary help that Hillside Work Scholarship gave to its students.
All right, so you talked about finding a job. That's one thing.
Yes.
What are some of the other things that they've done for you?
When you work with men through Hillside Work Scholarship Connection, a lot of guys who don't have fathers, and you're able, to really learn from these older men who are youth advocates at Hillside Work Scholarship Connection, and you're there to connect with other men. From the help of Hillside Work Scholarship Connection, they put college up front. They make sure that you know from the beginning that this is where you are going to go to college.
Homework Hotline is a live television show where students from New York State can call in and get help with their homework. I'm heading over to the board. What kind of homework are we working on tonight, Alicia?
A math question.
Excellent. So what is your math question that we're going to do? Homework Hotline provides students with the opportunity to get an instant feedback and gratification to seeing if the problems that they're working on are actually done correctly.
What's 2 times 10?
20.
There'd be 20 segments, right?
A lot of times kids will just stop if they can't do something, so now they have somebody to call that they can get assistance with.
Okay.
With the new Common Core, there's a lot of difficult problems that parents may not be able to help kids solve the problems with and get through those problems. So we're there to coach the kids through it, as well as help the parents with the problems as they go through it. It's also a way for younger kids to see some of the higher level math, and I think a lot of times kids can make connections by seeing it. You'd be surprised, I teach in elementary school, how many kids have seen me do the math problems and come up to me and say, I solved that algebra problem last night, and they're really proud of themselves.
I get 45 over 54 is the same as 5 over 6. That's perfect.
You mean that they're equivalent?
They're equivalent. Excellent.
And because of who we are, my husband and I, and because we're so into education and the importance of education, I have a 6-year-old that wants to be a science teacher at 6, and I think that's amazing. Because, I remember at 6 and what my life was like at that point, and it wasn't, positive. I was born here in Washington, D.C. I have a twin brother who expelled me from school. And I do remember being in front of the school board and them asking you, there were so many times I just wanted to say, this is not me, and I know I can be regular. I know I can do this. And so I was sent to alternative ed. It shocked me. But then I realized they have no idea what I've been through. They have no idea that, yeah, I know what it's like to be hungry. Yes, I know what it's like to have an alcoholic parent. Yes, I know what it's like to be living on food stamps. And yes, I know what it's like to have to go to a church to get your next meal.
Concerned Black Men seeks to ensure that every child grows up in a responsible or caring home with responsible, caring adults engaged in his or her life, particularly responsible adults. We also want to make certain that that home is an economically stable and secure, emotionally stable and secure home.
The Back to School Bash is an initiative that was actually put together by the directors of CBM National. The goal of this Back to School event is to reconnect with our families, reconnect with our children and our mentors, but to give our students and our parents an opportunity to get excited about going back to school, to get excited about the learning process.
This is our 4th year, and we seem to grow every year in families. We cannot do that without you.